Hey, this is Dave Shepard. Welcome to Code Beats. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Until then, enjoy the beats. right, hope y'all are doing great. We're going to be starting here in just a few minutes. Until then, hope you go ahead and play some beats.
All right, so let's say you're standing on top of a building and you throw a ball straight down to the ground, all right? If the ball goes 25 meters in 2 seconds, and the speed of the ball is represented by V of t equals 9.8 t plus V naught, what is the initial speed of the ball? Now, it's going to be 30 problems like this on the homework tonight, so y'all pay attention while I walk this one through, okay? Mr. Davis, Franklin, I don't think your headphones are required for taking notes. Could you put those away, please?
Well, actually, I'm not taking notes. I'm just on Ableton working on this beat right now, so...
Oh, wow. So we're in your studio. That's where we are right now? For some reason, I thought this was my class.
Look, all due respect, but I already know how to do that problem, so, you know...
Oh, you do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, look, first of all, you're never in this class. And secondly, you never pay attention either. But somehow you know integral calculus. You can do this?
I mean, I do have a textbook I can read.
So I'm guessing you'd have no problem coming up here and solving this for the whole class, huh?
Look, man, I don't know why you singling me out like this. Gerald over there don't ever be paying attention either.
All right, well, here's the thing. Look, Gerald is here every day, unlike you. And when he's working on other stuff, it's for his other classes. Meanwhile, you just working on BS.
Okay, I'm getting like real hard hater vibes from you right now.
I'm just being real, all right? If you really want to secure your future, you're going to have to do a lot more than just make music, okay?
Okay, so if I go up there and I solve their problem, what you gonna do? Give me no homework?
Yeah, why not? If you can solve it, which I don't think you can.
So what if I do it in a rap? What about that?
Oh, now you just trolling. I love to see that.
You don't think I can do it?
No, I don't.
Put some on it.
If you can rap a solution to this problem, I'll give you no homework for a month.
Bet.
Look, we set the problem up, simple to do. V of t is the function, the physical rules that the ball gon' follow when it falls. So we gotta solve for the slow or the hard throw. V naught is the speed that it got initially when you dropped it. Earth rules, so the force of gravity puts an extra 9.8 t in your pocket. Stopwatched it. Naturally, t0 at the top tip. 25 meters down and we stopped it. Since we know that 2 seconds on the clock tick, we got everything that we need far as optics. Integrate speed and we get distance. Left side 25 this instance. Right side just describe how far it went since first drop. I never flop, never miss hence. Do the D in the next moment. First turn gets the chop coefficient. Half that, then you add 1 to the exponent. I know the power rule cause we took a test on it. Go ahead and plug up all the numbers for your T's. Never multiply before you square parentheses. Zeros in the right bracket so you know it's easy. Only thing we got left is solving for the V. 19.6, take it out of 25, gives you 5.4 equals 2V9, then divide by 2, and it's 2.7. That's the speed of the ball, and it's meters per second.
How'd I do? Was that close?
That is correct.
Are you sure?
Yes, congratulations.
I appreciate it. Hey, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and take off. I'm kind of hungry right now. I'm gonna see y'all on test day.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Hey.
All right, welcome to class. We're going to be started in just a minute. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos. One more, and then we're going to go ahead and start the class. Let everybody know we are about to start. Get them up. Till then, go the beats.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have a test today. And look, we got everybody here. Look at that. You know, the people who do poorly in this class are always the ones who only show up on test days. I'm talking to y'all in the back that I haven't seen since the beginning of the semester. Yeah.
You can't just assume that, though.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but you can't generalize an entire group of students in an astronomy class where it says attendance isn't mandatory on the syllabus.
Oh, really? This is literally the first time I've ever seen you in person in this class. What is your name?
Franklin.
And you think you can succeed in this class by only showing up on test days?
I'm just saying you can't assume I got a low GPA just because I don't go to classes I ain't got to go to. Maybe I got better things to do than come to this class. Maybe I got a job.
Do you have a job?
I make music.
Oh, so you're like a rapper or something?
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I'm coming up smooth.
Oh, of course you are.
Well, if you just gonna knock my hustle, you a hater of me, and my haters are my motivators.
I just think an actual college degree should be more important to you.
I mean, you don't know my life, though.
Okay, look, if you're so talented, how about this? Come up with a rap about the solar system, and I'll let you skip the test and just get 100. How about that? That's what I thought.
All right.
8 whole planets talking big globes spanning million miles, now dimensions first of these. Look at Mercury. 1. It gets hot enough to melt the metal at just over 621 degrees from all the surface heat. 2. Next up, got the twin planet Venus, even hotter in the atmosphere, thick like Serena is. 3. We know us, liquid water pour up, Goldilocks zone, but the woman gotta slow up. 4. Mars got some polar ice caps, used to have some water on it, could have been some life there. I sent a few rovers over, got a little sight there. Left Matt Damon on it, homie, that's a nightmare. Take it to the gas giant, Jupiter the big one, 180 moons in the planetary system. Saturn got the rings and Uranus spinning sideways. Rapido with Neptune, Pluto hit the highway. Appreciate the 100, bro. 100, bro. 100.
Wait, so he just gets to leave?
Wait, I wasn't really being serious.
See you next month, alright?
Hey, what's up? This is Dave Shepard, and welcome to week 5 of Code Beats. Today, we're going to be learning all about repetitions. This is the key concept in computer science and one you need to learn in order to make music with computers. You need to learn how to make that hi-hat happen over and over again. You need to learn how to make that hi-hat happen tens or hundreds of times within the beat, just like you would in a trap song. So today's lesson is a very important one. We're going to be teaching about for loops. We're going to be teaching about variables that control these for loops. Important lesson today. If your friends aren't here, let them know. Today's the day. Repetitions.
I got winners on the way. You ain't without a buddy on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to put it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate. Gonna be a fate. Peace to the world. Let it rotate. Sex, money, murder.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started now. Hope y'all are doing great. Now, just to go over again, of course, we're watching this on YouTube Live. Y'all should know that by now for sure. However, do you know how to chat? That chat box is right over here to the right side of your screen as well as my screen right now. I want everybody to show me you are live. Let me know in the chat what's going on. Hit me up in the chat right now. Let me know that you're alive. There's over 20 of you in the stream right now. I want to hear from all of y'all. What's going on? How you doing? Keep it positive, but let me know you have found that chat. You will need to be logged into YouTube or Google basically to be able to chat, and it looks like a lot of y'all are figuring it out. Excellent. Say what's up to your friends. Say whatever's going down today. Whatever you want in the chat right now. All of y'all. I see some of y'all are getting it. Some of y'all are getting it, but not quite all of y'all. For those of you that aren't chatting, come on, let's get with it. This is not hard. You can do it right over here to the right of your screen. There's going to be a chat box. Get in there. Let me know. All right. Now, a little bit more complicated than the chat, but still not complicated. I know that y'all can definitely do this, okay? Y'all can definitely do this. Make me proud this week. Log on to Menti. Go to Menti.com. The code today is 2124464. 2124464. It's also in the chat box. Get logged in there, and let's play Finish That Lyric. The lyric for this song, a very famous song in the canon of hip-hop songs, is, if you don't know, how would you finish that lyric? Is it, you should study harder? If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, you should pay attention in class. If you don't know, you got 99 problems. If you don't know, it's like a jungle sometimes. All right, we got over 20 people on the stream right now. Let's see how many votes we can get in there. Remember, we are using Menti. Menti.com. It's a way more fun if you participate in the voting. So get in there. There we go. People figuring out how to vote now. 2124464. If you don't know, finish that lyric. Finish that lyric. Very famous song. I'll give you a hint. Biggie Smalls. If you don't know, you should try harder. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, pay attention in class. Biggie Smalls was all about class and college. If you don't know, 99 Problems. And if you don't know, It's Like a Jungle Sometimes. All right. We got a few of y'all getting your votes in. Let's see if we can get a few more. I'm going to give you just another minute or two to get your votes in because I really want to hear from you. And next up, we're going to be getting even more input from you. So it's important that you figure this out. Let me know, what do you think? How do you finish this lyric? Okay. The correct answer is, drum roll please, if you don't know, now you know. And of course, that's from a very famous song by Biggie Smalls. We're going to check it out right here. Let's listen to the first verse of Juicy.
Baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Sipping on private stock way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
All right, again, a classic from Biggie Smalls. Check it out if you haven't. That was this week's Finish Your Lyric. Now, that was a lyric that I know, but what I want to know from y'all is, what is the best rap line that you have ever heard? You're going to use Minty to go ahead and put in the best rap line that you know, the one that's most meaningful to you, the one that's funniest to you, the one that's most memorable. Just think about what is the best, one line rap line that you've ever heard. Put it right here in Minty. Let me know what your favorite songs are, and especially what your favorite line is. I'm going to give y'all just a minute. Get your favorite lines of rap songs in. Favorite lyrics from rap songs, in case that's not clear. What is your favorite lyrics from your favorite rap song? All the TikTok songs. Excellent. Yeah, there's some really good songs out there on TikTok. Tell them step off. All right. Got some interesting ones out there. What else y'all got? Let me know your favorite rap lyrics right there in the chat. There's close to 30 of you in the stream right now. I will walk on the stage with a lot of water, a whole lot of drip on me. That's an excellent one. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh. Awesome. All right. We got some great ones out there. Thanks for sharing some of your favorite rap lyrics. I'm going to let a few more get up here. That Vito one looks pretty hot. I don't know if I've heard that one, but I'm going to check it out. That sounds excellent. Sounds pretty funny. Go get that degree, which I definitely recommend. Great line about a Lamborghini. All right, y'all have been paying attention to your rap songs. Excellent. Now, we're gonna move on. Thanks for sharing some of your favorite rap lyrics. Those are awesome. Now, we're gonna move on today. We are learning about a very important thing called repetitions, okay? And so you really need to pay attention to this. This is a concept that you're gonna use all the time when making beats, when making music. This kind of concept goes beyond just code beats. This is a concept that is good for music too. And this is a concept you're really gonna have to master if you're gonna make the best quality beats. Doug's gonna let us know what's up. Go ahead, Doug, take it away.
Hello everybody, welcome to Code with Doug at Code Bits. So today we are going to learn a new concept in computer programming. But first, let's see this drum sequence that I have prepared for us today. So it's a simple sequence with hi-hat, snare, and kick, where we are playing a hi-hat for 4 times during 0.25 beats, snare for 2 times for 0.25, and kick for 1 time for 0.5. And here I have the same sequence as here. So I'm repeating this sequence. Let's see how it is. Okay, but we are using the same command here 4 times, the same command here 2 times, and this group of commands, the same group here 2 times. So we are repeating the same command more than 1 time. We can, in computer programming, improve this way. We can just repeat the same command using a resource called repetition. So here at TunePad, we can use a command called for. And we have to use a variable to control the number of repetitions that a group of command or one command will be executed. So for example, I can use the variable I for index and ask TunePad to execute a command or a group of command in a range, a numerical range from 0, that will be the first time, to the number of times that I would like to have this command executed. So for example, here for the hi-hat, we have 4 times. So we can ask to execute for 4 times and close the parentheses, put here 2 points and enter. So did you note that now I have the 4 here at the first column, and when I press enter, it comes here almost in the same alignment of I. It is called indentation. So the command that will be executed 4 times, it has to come here. Play note. I will just copy here hi-hat for 0.25 bits. And here, these 2 lines here have the same meaning of these 4 lines. So I just have to delete it here. And the same here for snare. I can just create for I in range 0 to 2 and press enter. And here I will just put here my play note and I can delete this one. So for this first 4 here, I will just execute the hi-hat for 4 times. Okay, but we have from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is 5 times, but for 5. But for TunePad, it will be only executed until the number 4, but not the 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Don't worry with the syntax, because usually you will receive the activity with an example of the syntax. And as always, you can check in the reference for TunePad. So here we have 4 times this command and 2 times this command. And this command here for kick, it is not part of any of our 4s here, because it's in the same alignment of the 4. It is not here aligned or with the indentation of the letter I or the variable I here. And as I told before, we have this that is the same instrument as this one, but now we have here from the line 13 to 21, and here for the line 5 to 11 only. we can ask to repeat it too. So I will just delete here, and I can ask here TunePad to repeat for 2 times. For example, 4, but I have to use another variable, another letter. So let's use J here. J in alphabetic order. So for J, in range from 0 to 2, and the points here, press enter. Now the TunePad told me, okay, you have a bad input here because we are not using the indentation. So we can just here use the tab to adjust it here. Don't forget to adjust for these 4 here, the same here and here. And if we do not use here, we do not adjust the indentation here, it will not be repeated. It is not part of this 4. So we have to adjust 2. And here we can just remove this line to be better to understand. And now we have the same sequence, but with a better code now. So basically, the repetition can be used to repeat more than one time a command or a group of commands. So how we know which commands are in this repetition? Because of the indentation. So here for these first 4, we have all of these lines here from 6 to 12. These lines here are part of these 4 here. And this line only is part of these 4 because of the indentation. And this line here is part of this third 4 here because of the indentation. And in the beginning, it is a little bit confusing, but when you start to use the 4, it will be easier to do than to repeat and repeat commands. And it's better to maintain our code. So I hope you are enjoying Coding with Doug and Code Beats, and see you in the next class. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Doug, for walking us through repetition. Now, as I said before, repetition is a super important concept in computer science, okay, in computer programming, but also in music. So this is something that you really, really want to understand. Pay attention. For instance, repetition allows you to repeat a command a bunch of times, like 4 times or 8 times or 12 times or whatever. The reason that you care about that is that without this command, you have to type that same command 4 times or 12 times. If you use repetitions, you only have to type it once. So it allows you to be lazy, which is what I like about it. Not only can you create a situation where you repeat one command, but you could repeat 4 things, or 5 things. Let's say there were 5 different commands, like play the notes A, B, C, D. You could repeat that whole sequence of things, 10 times, and that would play a lot of notes and save you a lot of writing, right? So again, you can repeat things, and the great thing is you can kind of control how often or how many times you repeat things. You can say, hey, do this series of commands 1 time, do it 5 times, do it 20 times, and it's easy to change how many times you do something. This concept is super useful in computer programming. Got to know this concept. So let's take a look at what this would look like in TunePad. It uses this command that Doug talked about called for I in range 0 to x. That command, for I in range 0 to x, will repeat things how many times? Think about it. X times. Don't know what x is. If you put a 10 where that x is, if you put a 10 where that x is, then it would do it 10 times. If you put a 5, it would do it 5 times, etc. X, as I just mentioned, is the number of repetitions, and this allows us to write less lines of code. For instance, let's take a look at repetition in TunePad. Here we go. Here I have a simple song. It's got some beats. And interestingly, I have it written without a for loop at the top and with a for loop at the bottom. Now, what you'll notice here is I have this same thing being written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. So how many do you think I can eliminate some of these lines of code? Well, I definitely can by using a for loop. Here's what it would look like. I would say something like for I in range 0 to, can anybody tell me what? What number would I put here? What number would I want to put here? For I in range 0 to what? What number do you think I'm going to write? Let me know what you think in the chat. What number do you think I should write right here? I'm going to replace that code below it. What do you think? Anybody got a guess? Just throw a number out there. I'm not going on until somebody guesses a number. Yes. All right, great. 3. That's close. Excuse me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 12 because I don't want to replace just the first 3 things. I want to replace all of these things, okay? So I'm deleting all of those things, and now this is the same thing, right? Did I do something wrong here? Oh, I forgot to put the colon. So check it out. This code is exactly the same as the code we had before, but now I don't have to write play note 12 times. Let's listen to it. And here it just sounds exactly like it did before. But our code is much smaller, okay? So that's one of the things about this approach. It allows us to write way less code, be lazy, but get the same result. All right, so that's demonstrating a repetition in hi-hat in TunePad with a hi-hat. But I also want to show you just another example real quick before we get into the activity. Here we have an example of playing a melody in TunePad with a repetition. So let's listen to the overall to this melody. Okay. And just looking at this code, here's what's happening. This loop right here, that happens 1 time for range 0 to 1. And then the second loop happens how many times? How many times does the second loop happen? Somebody tell me in the chat, how many times does the second loop happen? You could cheat by kind of listening to the tune there. How many times do y'all think this second loop happens? Somebody hit me up in the chat. Remember, it doesn't really matter if you're wrong. I just want to see whether y'all are understanding it or not. So hit me up in the chat. Take a guess. How many times is this loop that I have highlighted happening? Who can guess? I'll give you a hint. It's one of the numbers that is in that loop. So what do you think it is? I can wait here all day, no problem. Let me know in the chat. How many times do you think this loop repeats? How many times do you think this loop repeats right here? This is a loop. See it? Not seeing any answers. Bet I can wait longer than y'all can. Oh. Let me know. All right, some people are saying 4. What else y'all got? 8. Good, good. Let's see at least one more guess. Come on, show me y'all are awake. Hello, there we go. Y'all are waking up and getting closer and closer. Exactly. All right, so check it out. This loop is going to repeat 7 times. You see that range 0 to 7? That second number is essentially how many times it's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to have this thing tells it to repeat 7 times, and this is the thing that will be repeated 7 times. Okay, so for note in range 0 to 7 means repeat 7 times. This one up here says for note in range 0 to 1. That means it's repeating 1 time. Check it out. If I wanted to make both things happen 4 times so that it's even, just change both loops to now repeat 4 times. You can hear the difference when I play it. And we could even make the first one happen, let's say 8 times, or no, not 8 times, 7 times, and let's have that second one happen 1 time, which is kind of the opposite of what we started with. And let's hear that. All right, so by using these repetitions, you can save yourself from writing out play note, play note, play note, play note, play note like 10 times, okay? So that's a little look into what we're going to be doing today. We are about to move on to today's challenge, but I want to remind you, when we do a challenge, guess what? Every time you submit your challenge to us, you are put into a raffle. At the end of the semester, we'll be raffling off some really hot headphones. These headphones changed my music listening life. So I encourage you to turn in your assignments at the end of each day. And also, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but if 25 of y'all all turn in your assignment on the same day, I will make a rap for you. It would be embarrassing for me, but funny for y'all. So anyway, just keep that in mind. Make sure you submit those activities. Now, I'm going to walk you through the activity real quick before we start the timer. Here is our activity. The link is also in the chat. Remember, you're always going to hit remix before you start working, but I want to just show you what you're going to do. Today, it's all about changing these numbers for loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, and loop 4. And remember, that changes how many times these different notes are being played, okay? So you can see this is loop 1, this is loop 2, this is loop 3, this is loop 4, and this is the number that is coming in right here. What we want you to do is just explore this. Just change the numbers in the loop and see how that changes the beat. And, you know, just take your time and try a few different numbers in here and end up with something that you like the way it sounds. So change these numbers and see how it affects the way your music sounds. The overall music sounds like this. So it's a pretty hot beat already, but I want y'all to see if you can make it even hotter. We're going to go ahead and start, and we're going to have about 10 minutes to work on this. Go ahead and get started. Hit us up in the chat if you got questions. Question about where the submit form is. The submit form is actually kind of at the top of, like, I'll show you on my screen. See. Submit form is right here. So if you click on this, submit. See that link right there in your project? That is the submit. Great question. Thanks for asking. Right, we got about 6 minutes left. Keep on keeping on. All right, we got about 5 minutes left. Play with those loops, change those variables, make the beat sound hot, and don't forget to submit. Afterwards, we're going to have a quiz, so don't go anywhere. Kahoot style quiz. All right, we got about 3 minutes left. Make sure you're kind of wrapping up, and don't forget to submit if you ever want to hear me rap, or if you'd like a nice pair of headphones. Right, we got about 1.5 minutes left. Be finishing up and submitting those activities, and we're about to start that Kahoots in just a minute or two. All right, time is up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our quiz. I want y'all to get logged into Menti. If you haven't had time yet, I'll still give you another second. Of course, you can submit those submissions at any time in the next day or two. I'd encourage you to do it now, but you can do it anytime in the next day or two. For now, let's all get back on Menti. We're gonna have quiz time. Remember, this is gonna test some of the key aspects of what we taught you today. The reason we do this is so we can figure out, hey, did you understand what we're talking about, or no? Do we need to go over some of those concepts again? So if you want to, at the end of the class, if you want to be able to make the best beats, it's really crucial that you take this quiz so we can figure out how things are going. We're gonna get started in just a sec. So please log into Menti, join up if you want to take this quiz. There's no grades related to this quiz. This quiz is for fun, Kahoot style fun. So get in there and let me know what you think. We only got 4 questions in this quiz, so it's one that maybe one of you can steal. Even if you don't know it all, maybe you can get lucky and steal and be the winner for today. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Are y'all ready? Let's start the countdown. Answer fast to get more points. Which command can be used to repeat an instruction for 4 times in TuneMap? Is it 4, I in range, 0 to 4. 4, 1 to 4. 4, J in range, 0 to 4. Repeat, I in range, 0 to 4. 4, repetition. Which command can be used to repeat an instruction 4 times in TunePad? Let me know what you think. Let's see how y'all did. And most of y'all got this right. There were 2 correct answers. You can do it this way or this way. 4, I in range, 0 to 4. Let's see who did it fastest on our leaderboard. All right. Looks like Alex has taken the lead. Let's get in there for the next question. Question 2 of 4. Are you ready? Answer fast to get more points. How do we know the commands that are part of a repetition in TunePad? How do we figure out what things are going to be repeated? Is it alienatory? Do we check indentation? Do we have no idea what commands will be repeated? Or does it depend upon parentheses, the use of parentheses? So do we check indentation? We have no idea, or does it depend on the parentheses? What do y'all think? Close, but it does actually, in this particular language, it depends on the indentation. All the things that are indented below that for loop will be repeated. Let's see who got this quickest. Ooh, Beyonce. Be taking the lead. Let's see. Very nice, Beyonce. I know you can do it. Question 3 of 4. Answer quickly to get more points. Which value of the beats parameter must be used to have 4 beats using a repetition, range 0 to 16? So this is basically, if you're going to repeat something 16 times, how long should that note be? If you're going to repeat a note 16 times, how long should that note be? Should it be 1 full beat? Should it be 0.25 of a beat? Should it be 0.5 of a beat? Should it be 2 of a beat? Should it be 4? This one's a little tricky, but I'm very pleased to see that 2 of y'all got this one right. This one's hard. Okay? If you do something 16 times 0.25 equals 4 beats. So if you do 0.25 long beats and you do it 16 times, it will add up to 4 beats. That's a tough one. I'm very proud of you, whoever got that right. Excellent, Ribbon and Cat. I'm impressed. That was a tough one. You deserve to be ahead, Ribbon and Cat. That was awesome. All right, let's see. This is question 4 of 4. Are you ready? Go. Answer fast to get more points. When is it recommended to use repetition in TunePad? When should you use? Should you use it when you're lazy? Should you use it when the teacher asks me to? Should you use it when I want to finish the activity faster? Or should I use it when I have commands that are repeated? What is the best answer out of all these? Should you use it when you're lazy, when the teacher asks me to, when I want to finish faster, or when I have commands that are repeated? And that's right, most of you know that we are using repetition to repeat commands over and over again. That is the best time to use them. And let's see who got that right. Oh yeah. Gonna be tight. See who wins this. But it looks like today our winner is Kat, followed by Ribbit, followed by Alex. Way to go, Kat. Excellent work. Thank you very much. All right, so we're gonna be shut down. Oops, sorry. This has been Code Beats, week number 5. Y'all learned all about repetitions. We're gonna be sticking around to answer some questions. If you don't have questions, this is the official end of class. See y'all next week. Well, 2 weeks. If you got questions, stick them in Menti right now. I'm gonna answer in just a minute. Otherwise, see you next week.
What you're sewing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows, I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras, eating 4 daughters, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching till November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't camera stand, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, sex, money, murder, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, tennis on the way. Tennis on the way, motherfucker, I got winners on the way. You ain't without a buddy on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna
See you, Mr. Barnes. See you, Miss Beckford. All right. So I'm going to answer a few of these questions. Thank you for giving me these questions. Somebody's asking, why is coding important? All right. So the reason that we're trying to teach you to code is that coding is important for the world because we have lots of computer programming jobs that we need to be filled that are not filled. And it's important for you because pretty much any job, unless you're going to be like a trash collector, any job that is in an office, you're going to have to know at least a little bit about coding. If you have ever heard of Excel, Microsoft Excel, or Google Sheets, you can do coding even in those programs, and those are programs that everybody uses. And so coding more and more is becoming a part of every worker's life, and it will continue to go that way. By the time you guys are out there working, knowing how to code will be a major advantage in getting that job, basically. Somebody's asking me, how much do you get paid for this? Well, for this specifically, meaning teaching RPS, I get paid $0. However, fortunately, I work for VCU as a professor, and this is actually part of my research. And so, you know, overall, I get paid a very nice salary to teach at VCU and to do research. And luckily, as part of that, I get to hang out with y'all, do this Code Beats program. But RPS is not paying me anything to do this. But it's been a bunch of fun. All right, well, that looks like that's all our questions for today. It's been awesome. Oh. Can you hit the whoa if you know what that is? I think I do actually know what that is. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the whoa. Well, I can find the... Oh, yeah! But I don't think I have the whoa. Sorry about that. All right. Well, thanks for all the great questions. Thanks for hanging out. I will see y'all in 2 weeks. It's been fun.